Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and welcome back to Design to Sell. So today we're going to be doing a house called the White Widow, which sounds kind of scary. It sounds like a spider, so can't say I'm loving the name, but it's pretty creative. I like it. So basically it's a kind of Tudor looking house, but the description says this couple recently bought this house for a great price. They love the outside and front yard and have been working on making it perfect, but the inside isn't their style, too old-fashioned for them. They are looking for a dark, modern style. They want, well, she put they wasn't, but I think she meant to put they want to keep the same floorboards and windows, and don't want anything done to the walls or exterior. You have a budget of $50,000. So, she said not to do anything done, but I think she just means like don't knock down any walls. She didn't specify paint or anything, so I think we'll be good that way. But make sure you're specifying exactly what you want. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do what I think, basically. But here's the house. So we're not gonna do anything to the outside. They wanted to keep the landscaping. They didn't want us to do any updates on the outside or anything like that. So we won't touch the outside, but you come in and you've got this, living room that's pretty old-fashioned looking. It's just kind of the old school couches and stuff like that. There's a lot of blue colors in here, but they kind of want to change that to a dark modern. So we'll have to, see what we can do with that. And then over here we have a bathroom. So I think we'll maybe just take out this tile, but we'll keep the floors because they wanted to keep all the original floors, but didn't really specify anything about the walls. So we'll probably redo the walls just to make that look a little bit more nicer. And we'll probably change all the plumbing and to make it a lot more modern looking in here. So yeah, I have some ideas for that. And then you go in here and this is the bedroom. So look how pretty that big window is. I like it. So I think I have some ideas for here too, but it's just old-fashioned furniture and they want something a little more modern. So then you come in here and you just got like a little dining table, just a little dining area. And then this is the kitchen. So it does look a little old-fashioned, with the appliances being kind of old. The walls, the paneling, that kind of stuff looks a little old. So I think we can do some stuff there. And there's no backyard or anything, so we won't worry about that. So yeah, I think that's about it. So let's just get right over to the furnishing of this house. Alright guys, so we are back and we are decorating the house. This one was fine. It wasn't the most fun that I've had doing this, but there's different challenges that I had to face with this one. Dark modern in general is just not really my taste. So doing dark modern was different for me. I look at it and I'm like, geez, it's really harsh and like really dark. But that's what's great about this is, who submitted this house really wanted a dark palette for their family. So that's okay. That's everybody's different style. I know some people really do enjoy modern. I'm just stuck in the old-fashioned days, I guess. So I still had fun though. I'm really enjoying this series and I'd really love to see more creations from you guys. So please submit your houses under the hashtag designtosell on the gallery and give me a fun backstory, give me something to work with, something unique, something that I'll have to work hard on. So, but I'm not going to comment on the video as usual. I just actually got back from taking my math midterm. So if you don't live in the States, I guess, or you're not aware, basically right now what I'm doing is I'm finishing up my associate's degree, which is a 2-year degree. It's usually just generals. You can't really do much with it. It's not really considered a college degree in my opinion, because it's not like specialty in anything. I mean, you can get like an associate of science or like associate of arts, where some of your electives are focused on one of those areas, but mine is really just super general. It's just to get me into a bigger college for my degree. Because where I do live, we have community colleges, which is like a ton. It's like so cheaper, like so much cheaper than a big university is. So sometimes I kind of feel like I'm a little embarrassed because I'm not at a big university, but at the same time, I have to pay for my own like degree, my own college. I don't get any, grants, and my parents can't unfortunately pay for it. So I try to actually pay out of pocket as I go so that I don't have a lot of student loans. So that's what I'm trying to do, but we'll see. When I actually get to the big university, what kind of, if I'll still be able to do that, in other words. But yeah, so I'm taking math, and that's the last credit that I need for my associates to have my 2-year degree. And then I'll transfer to a bigger university that offers the program that I am going into. What's actually great about the community college that I go to is that they partner with the university that I want to go to. So I've actually taken probably close to maybe 12 credits already for my bachelor's degree, for my actual program that I'm studying. So I'm actually out of the beginning stages of my degree. So it's pretty nice. So when I transfer to my university, I'll already be into my degree, but just have my associates, if that makes sense. But I've been putting off math, oh my gosh, for so long because I hate math. I'm not good at math, and it's okay. I'll admit that. And people are like, oh, come on, everybody hates math. I actually am really behind, and it's kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, it's okay. I excel in a lot of other areas, and not everybody is great at everything, and I'm not a logical, analytical thinker. I'm pretty creative, so math is hard for me to grasp, and I can't breathe. Trying to talk too fast. I got behind in elementary, so kind of embarrassing to say, but I don't really know my times tables or division very well, if really at all. So, it's been, I tested into a pretty low math class. And so the thing is after this semester, because I'm in summer semester right now, after the semester, I still have to take 3 more whole math credits in order for it to even count towards my associates. So, this is what you get. So even if you're scared of math like me, just don't put it off, because I could have had it done by now. I've been in college for 2 years now, and this is the last thing I need for my associates, and then I graduate with my associates, and I'm pretty far into getting my bachelor's. I have math anxiety, but it's pretty empowering to take these midterms and do pretty well on them, because I feel empowered, because I was so scared to do this for so long, and now I'm no, I actually can do this. This is actually, I understand this. It's pretty empowering. So I was freaking out for a few weeks. I hate those midterms. It's so hard. In summer, when you take classes in summer for college, it's harder because the semester is not as long, if that makes sense, right? I started this summer course in, what was it, end of May, beginning of June. So it's I've been in this course for a month and a half, and I only have 2 weeks left before I take the actual final. So it's they're shorter and they're more compact, so you have to learn a lot in a short amount of time. That can be good, that can be bad. It's just, this is the only class I'm taking, so it hasn't been too crazy. But next semester, I'll be basically back in full-time school. So when I say full-time school, because you guys are probably well, what does that mean? I take 3 classes, 3 college classes, which some people, have the privilege of just going to college and they don't have a job too. I wish I could do that, but I have bills to pay, and, I also want to gain work experience while I'm going to school, so that when I graduate school, I'm pretty much already in a career. That's the way that I want to work hard to get where I want. That's just how I I wanted to do it right out of high school. I went straight into the job world, I guess, so I can be in a career that I actually enjoy. So when I say full-time, I work full-time and I go to school full-time. I do work 40 hours a week, 8 to 5, the usual. And then I have like 3 college courses. The good thing is most of those courses are online. So it's pretty easy that I don't actually have to go to the campus. That saves a ton of time. I'm really good with online courses. I love it. I'm, a huge advocate for online courses. So if your college offers that, I know it seems scary, but it really is the way to go. As long as you're an organized person. I am super organized. I'm very disciplined to a schedule, which is why I've been able to do YouTube full time as well, because I'm very schedule oriented. So I've been able to be like, hey, on Wednesdays is CC shopping on the clock. Saturdays is CC showcase, blah, blah, blah. Every day is like something that I know exactly what it's going to be, if that makes sense. Because if I just planned as I go or record as I go, I don't really stay on track, and it's not good for me. So if you're like me and you're best disciplined with this schedule, then you should look into online classes, because it makes it a lot easier when you don't have 3-hour classes. It totally sucks. I know some universities don't always offer that. I think community colleges, if you have one of those, I recommend that as well, are usually a good way to start, because they probably understand that that's why a lot of people are going to these community colleges. So they do usually start to do online courses, which is pretty nice. So yeah, so anyways, that's what I did today. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that stress is over. I studied for like one whole day, and I never do that. I'm not like a magical student here. I know there's some people, who are grade A students, they get straight A's. I'm not like that. I'm usually like a B average. It's okay. No, I'll admit that. I'm just not a perfectionist when it comes to school. I am when it's something that I enjoy. So when I'm actually doing my area of study courses, which if you didn't know is family studies, like family and human studies basically is what it's called. So child development. Then yeah, I'm a little bit more of a perfectionist, but stuff like this, like math, I'm not that big of a perfectionist, but I just really want to pass it. And I really want to prove to myself that math is not as scary as I think it is, and that I can overcome it. It's really important to me. So I studied, and I'm glad I did, because I did pretty well. I was like, yes, I know this. And that feeling is just awesome. So yeah, if you can't tell, I'm like, woo, like all my stress is out. So now I'm kind of like shaking a little bit. Sounds probably so ridiculous, but I mean, as some of you know what it's like to have like math anxiety or testing anxiety in general, you know exactly how I feel right now. And you're just like, yes, I actually did well. Like, it's just an awesome feeling. So anyways, but we're basically coming to the end of the build. So I have, of course, all the screenshots at the end of before and after, and how much money was spent in each room and how much money we had left over out of our budget of $50,000. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Design to Sell. Please like and subscribe, and send me your houses, please. I'd love to see them. And I'll see you guys next time.